welcome to episode 5 of Cooking with Kobe. Today we're going to be making some pumpkin frozen dog treats. Alright, so we've only got 3 ingredients here. We've got 100% pumpkin puree, so no added sugar in that. I'm using plain yogurt. I would prefer to use plain Greek yogurt, but we just don't happen to have any in the house right now, so we're going to settle for this. But no added sugar, no added flavorings in this one. And then some unsweetened applesauce, okay? And that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna throw it all in a blender and we're gonna put it in these fun paw molds that we always use. And we're gonna get going. Before I begin, I want to talk about this sweater that I'm wearing. So we now have Kobe merch available. It says What the Fluff on the bottom. There's options that don't say What the Fluff on them as well. We've got sweaters, makeup bags, t-shirts, bags. There's lots of cool stuff, stickers and stuff like that. So if you're interested, I'll put the link below, and you can get your own Kobe gear. Okay. All right, so I've got my blender cup here, and I'm going to start with 3/4 of a cup of pumpkin puree. Okay, always drooling. Now we're gonna add 1/2 cup of applesauce. And now we've got about 1/2 cup of the yogurt here. Kobe's been waiting very patiently for a taste test. He's over here drooling. I don't think you can see it, but he's drooling really bad. Good boy. And now we're just gonna pop it on the blender until it's all blended and smooth. Okay, so as you can see there, it came out actually very thick. I think it's gonna be pretty difficult to put in the trays. I like it a little bit more liquidy so I can pour it nice and easily and I don't spill. So I think what I'm gonna do is add about 1/4 cup of water just to thin it out a little bit. If you have any bone broth or anything like that that you like to add to some of your dog's food, you could totally do that instead. But I don't have that, so I think I'm just gonna do some water. Okay, so I've got about 1/4 cup of water here and I'm gonna add it in. And I'm just gonna blend it up again and see if I've thinned it out enough. That's a little bit better. It's a little bit runnier, as you can see. So I think I'll be able to pour this into the molds, no problem now. Kobe's waiting so patiently to lick out the container. He knows what's coming. I think he's gonna start drooling any second here. Okay, so as always, I'm using these silicone molds that I got off of Amazon. I love these, they're so convenient. If you want to buy your own, there's a link down below in the description. And as always, I suggest that you put your silicone molds on some sort of cutting board or something that's flat and movable so that you can transport them to the freezer without spilling any of your mixture. All right, it's time for our final quality control check before they go in the freezer. Oh, you're splashing. Okay, so these are ready to go in the freezer. They look really adorable right now. And I'm just gonna put them in for a couple hours and then check back on them, and then I'll let Kobe have a taste test. Okay, here's the final product. I think they're so adorable, and I think Kobe's gonna be so excited to try one. Sit pretty. Yes, good boy. So what I usually do with these is I will cut them up right away. So I usually only give Kobe about 1/2 treat per day. And what he usually gets for these is I will put this in his Kong. And then I'll put in like a little bit of kibble or other kind of treats on top of it, and then I'll top the whole thing with peanut butter so nothing falls out. So he gets 1/2 of one of these per day, any frozen treat that I make, and he loves them. He's so excited for his Kong. I give it to him in the mornings before I leave for work, so he's occupied for a little bit after I leave because I feel bad for him. So that's what we use them for, and we just put them in a container and store them in the freezer. Let us know in the comments if you tried these out for your pup. We would love to hear about whether or not they like them or if you have any requests for other types of recipes.